Well, good afternoon. This is a rainy day here in La Plata. Let me see if we can get some of this rain here. I'm not sure if we can. It's a little bit hard to see it, but right now it's cloudy and rainy. And just sitting here making a video, I was thinking about a couple of things. First of all, I saw the season finale of Grey's Anatomy, in which Dr. O'Malley takes a bus, not a bullet, for a young woman who was crossing the street right in front of this bus, so he knocked her out of the way, took the bus himself, was dragged, very badly damaged, and apparently coded out at the end of the film on the operating table. I thought about that for a second because the other characters in the episode were going to do an intervention to stop him from joining the army, fearing that he would get involved in combat and get himself killed. But you see, it really makes no difference in the long run. If you make a decision to do something that's inherently dangerous, it may be that you will survive that better than anything in the world, but then you can get killed in a car accident, get hit by a truck, trip and fall and break your neck, sit too much watching TV and pass a blood clot through your heart into your brain and kill you. That can happen as well. So, whether or not you're going to die is probably the last thing to think about. The first thing to think about is what you want to do to make your life meaningful. What makes you think about yourself as a meaningful, fully functional human being in your own eyes, that makes you a person, a person of good character, a person of high moral standing, that kind of thing. What is your self-image, in other words? What makes you you? And for some people, the Marine Corps is the thing. That is it. The Marine Corps is the thing for them, and combat arms and so forth. If that's the case, then that's fine. I saw this episode on 60 Minutes where they interviewed this guy who just wrote a book recently about how they had tracked Osama bin Laden in the mountains in Afghanistan. He and a team of about 50, with a less than enthusiastic help from the Afghanistan so-called army at that time, and how Osama bin Laden actually got away. And I took a look at that, listened to what the guy had to say, thought to myself, here's a man who's doing exactly what he was meant to do as far as he's concerned. Totally focused, understood exactly what had happened, very objective about the results, and wanted to tell people about it so that they would know the truth from his point of view. In other words, it is very difficult for power now to deal with that, because once he spoke out, assuming that everything he says is straight and above board, and I believe that it was, now power has to deal with that truth. They have to deal with it. I hope they don't deal with him the same way that they might have dealt with Bill Colby, because that would be a very sad thing indeed. It is people like these that basically keep us, a country such as we are, in at least the manner of speaking that helps us to deal with what we think are problems on a day-to-day basis. So anyhow, I just wanted to say something about that there are many ways to serve. I mean, I know, nurses in the hospital, they're the best nurses in the world. They're like goddesses, they're like gods. Doctors and everything like that. I mean, it's amazing sometimes, some of the people and how they serve humanity just by very simple things that they do in everyday life. They're not soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, anything like that. They don't wear a uniform, but they'll do something that is very unique to them, that expresses their inner image of themselves in such a way as to tell you that I want to do this for you because you need help. I want to do this for you because I really do want to make this a better place to live. And these are the people that inspire me and help me to go to sleep and wake up in the morning You know, I wouldn't have any. Sometimes I think to myself, but for these types of people, why would I even want to bother waking up? You know, I'd just sleep all day, all night, and never bother unless I was forced to get out of bed for some reason or other. And there are days like that, believe me. So, you know, I just wanted to say that, and, you know, it's a nice rainy day here in La Plata. Yes, nice and rainy. It's the temperature is very mild. The rain is not a driving, miserable, razor-sharp rain. It's just rain, and kind of like it.